The Golden Grizzlies and the Milwaukee Panthers underway here at the arena. The tip one back to Jalen Moore. And the Golden Grizzlies will have it first. My name is Neil Rule. My broadcast partner Rex Walters, Sydney Carriel, our sideline reporter. And Jalen Moore goes to Micah Parrish, left wing three. That ball short. Rebound volleyball around. Golden Grizzlies go to work on the offensive glass.
A big point of emphasis for Milwaukee. Oakland does a great job on the offensive glass. You got to put bodies on people to secure that rebound.
Just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Trey Townsend pulls up. Elbow jumper is pure. And Rex, we talk about Trey Townsend's continued development. If that becomes a weapon for him, I mean, the sky's the limit for this kid.
Yeah, he does so many things a way that the stats don't see. But now when you add the jump shooting to it, he takes it to a whole nother level for this Oakland team.
There is Deandre Goldston with the basketball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Left corner. Lathan will pull up. He leaves that jump shot short, but gets his own board. Right back in the paint. His floater is short, but it's tipped up and in.
Yeah, and again, you're going to have to put bodies on people, especially it's difficult in that zone. But Vin Baker with his length gets a second attempt and a tip in.
Golden Grizzlies trying to get Jamal Cain involved. There's Parrish, left wing. He fires a three. Of course, Micah Parrish hits a big one.
You know, Micah hasn't shot it great so far, but really two good quality looks. He's a good shooter, especially when his feet are set. It's got to be about shot selection with him.
As you said, the percentage is a little slow to develop for Micah Parrish, but they'll be where they are. Mid-30s from three is when it's all said and done. Goldston leaves that three short. Here's Jamal Cain all alone. Right wing three. Too deep off the heel.
You'll live with that shot from Jamal Cain. Good push, good look.
Yeah, that's not a prescription for success if you're Milwaukee to leave him unattended.
He's top of the scouting report for sure. You have to know where he's at.
Good drop off inside. Layup, though, pops out for St. Pierre, but another crack for Milwaukee. Goldston left side three, and that is perfect. And Deandre Goldston was 1 of 10 from behind the three-point line against Detroit, just 3 of 14 overall. You hate to see that, right? If you're an Oakland coach, you don't want to see a player of that caliber coming in off a bad game because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pride. He's going to definitely want to step up and answer some questions and really get this team on his back.
Oh, boy, that was a pro move from Jamal Cain. Mid-range fall away.
You love it when Jamal fades away from any help, going to the baseline side.
There's a travel by Vin Baker Jr. Golden Grizzlies with that 7-5 lead here.
Well, Milwaukee had to face a similar zone when they played at Detroit, so they've gotten some reps now in terms of how you want to attack it. So I'm sure Coach Baldwin with the tape session yesterday really helped his guys understand the things that they can do to try to attack this zone by Oakland.
And right now they are resetting the clock. Clock continued to run after the travel violation. So they'll set it back to 17:02. 7-5 Golden Grizzlies lead. Here's Jalen Moore at the top of the key. Jamal Cain makes the catch. The shot won't go. Trey Townsend loses the volleyball match, I guess you could say, with Vin Baker. Both those guys bouncing up and down on the floor. Baker has it knocked away, and Jamal Cain saves it to Conway.
Yeah, you got to make quick decisions when you're in the corner if you're Milwaukee because they're coming to trap and swarm you.
Conway, free throw line jumper is pure. And we will get a Milwaukee timeout, a 30-second timeout. You've seen I guess you would say, the crop paying off already. That game against Ohio Christian University, you say, hey, they were an NAIA fill-in. Green Bay couldn't play. What are you going to get out of playing an NAIA team? But Chris Conway went for 22 with double figures in rebounds as well. And he made a lot of shots just like that. Here comes Jamal Cain driving, has it poked away.
Yeah, no question. It was great for Conway. It was also great for Micah Parrish. He'd missed a few games to get him back on the court, get him comfortable. And a lot of guys really stepped up and they had a chance to really play well and get some confidence.
There is Greg Campy in his 38th season, third longest tenured coach in the nation. Behind a couple of guys named Jim Boeheim and Coach K. I'm not really familiar with their work. I'm sure they're pretty good coaches, though.
I hear pretty good things about them. I do.
That's some good company to be in. Jalen Moore fouled on his way to the rack, so he will shoot a couple of free throws. And there is Jalen Moore just accelerating and getting to the rim.
Left hand, he wants to attack the rim. Right hand, he likes to look to set up and get to his mid-range because it leads right to his left hand pull-up.
First free throw for JMO, as they call him, is good. Leading the nation in the assist department again, after he did that last year as well.
Yeah, he's a guy guys love to play with. If you're open, he's going to find you. He's also a threat to score it. And the biggest thing is you love point guards that make free throws, especially in crucial situations.
And Milwaukee barely got that ball in bounds in the allotted time.
Yeah, Oakland would like to turn these guys over. They've been down, right? A bad loss at Detroit, so you want to try to cause some doubt with Milwaukee.
Golden Grizzlies turning up the heat defensively. Here's Goldston with it, and he dribbles into some trouble. Trey Townsend got a piece of that pass, but collecting it and scoring is Josh Thomas. And Josh Thomas really hurt Oakland last year in Milwaukee, had 22 points and 5 boards. Step back three from Jamos off the front of the rim. And Jamal Cain diving on the floor after it and saves it to Jalen Moore. Jamo sends it in the corner. Parrish thought about the three.
When your best player is willing to get on the floor, everyone else is going to buy in. Great play by Jamal Cain.
Conway free throw line again. It's pure, right on top of the Horizon League logo.
Yeah, nice touch again. But again, Jamal Cain drawing two, making the easy play. Conway with a nice 15-footer.
Here's Thomas into the paint, pulling up, and that shot is good over Conway. Josh Thomas.
Yeah, he has to have a lot of confidence after the last game at Detroit. He was really one of the bright spots versus Detroit.
There's Trey Townsend getting to the rack from the corner. And Rex, I'll tell you what, there's not many folks that can stop him. When he gets going to the left hand like that, off the bounce, he's trouble.
Or wants to stop him. He's a big boy now.
Right.
He can run you over. He's got
there
some
are
football.
business decisions made, right?
That's right.
Thomas crossed over and lost the basketball. Here comes Jalen Moore looking to push. He'll go all the way to the rim and score it with the left hand. And the horses are getting onto the barn for Oakland right now. They're up 8.
And great use of the body by Jalen Moore right there, just to create some space to get to his left-hand finish.
Newby goes to St. Pierre. Drives against Conway, just muscles his way in, but misses the jump hook. And Jamal Cain goes over everybody in the building to snatch that rebound.
Yeah, he might be one of the best at that, where he's just coming out of nowhere, flying through the sky to secure the rebound.
Jalen Moore will reset things. Golden Grizzlies, 4 of their last 5 from the floor. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Jamo will step back, of course, from the top of the key. And we will get another Milwaukee timeout. But Jalen Moore, just a weapon. And defensively, Rex, they've been getting the job done.
Yeah, the corners, you got to be aware they're going to come and double you, so you got to make really good, smart, quick decisions. And this is just athleticism and toughness by Jamal Cain, getting on the floor, getting his team an extra possession. And that's just a mishandle that time by Milwaukee, but leads to a run out by Jalen Moore.
And those, Coach Campy calls those plays pick sixes, where essentially you turn the ball over, leads to a run out. When you're playing on the road, the crowd gets into it. It's not good for business, Rex.
No, and a good crowd tonight, but there's no question about it. When you can get, it leads to easy offense for Oakland.
You big Skittles guy, Rex? The youngsters like him. My son's a big Skittles guy.
I could use a little Skittles, but hey, right now it's high energy. Maybe catch me in late in the second half.
All right. All right. Will do. Will do. Jamal Cain out there on the floor with Blake Lampman, Trey Townsend, Jalen Moore, Osei Price in the game as well. But what about that, Rex? Jamal Cain, we saw him climb the sky to get that rebound. How does his rebounding figure at the next level?
Well, everyone wants guys that's going to get you possession. So loose balls, rebounds, and a guy that can go get it himself and get it in areas where other guys can't. That's what he can do.
Goldston will fire the three. Big shot, and he fills it up. Milwaukee needed it badly. Goldston delivered it.
Yeah, big-time shot. They needed that just to calm the nerves, see the ball go through the net, and like I like to say, just stop the bleeding for Milwaukee.
Oakland offense going to work. Don't say Price. Moore gives it, gets it. Shot clock inside 10. Jalen Moore will go to the rim, muscles it up and in. Right at Joey St. Pierre at 6'10", 255. J-Mo didn't care, though.
Yeah, great explosiveness by Jalen, and I like the duck in by Trey Townsend just to occupy St. Pierre just for a second to let Jalen Moore get downhill.
Oh, and Jamal Cain getting on the floor after it, and a foul is called, and that's all Jamal Cain, and look at the emotion on his face right now.
So a big thing is who's going to be the first to the ball. And you can see here, there's no hesitation by Jamal Cain. He's the first one to the floor and then gets the foul because of it.
That's the other thing. I mean, obviously talented, obviously a great player, but that guy's motor runs.
And you can't teach that. Either you got it or you don't. He has it. He's a guy that will put his body on the line for his team. Those are winning plays.
I always say the dog in a player. He's got the dog.
No question.
And there's a beautiful look, and hammered on the way up was Jalen Moore by St. Pierre, so he will go to the free throw line. But I'll tell you this, Rex, the Oakland offense looks sharp today.
Yeah, no, that was a great play call, too. So dribbling at your best leading scorer in Jamal Cain and then setting up the back door for Jalen Moore. Great delivery by Price and a little bit of explosiveness that time by Jalen Moore trying to get through a shot blocker in St. Pierre.
First shot made by Jalen Moore.
So people will say, hey, why play the game on Friday? Well, it gave a lot of guys a chance to play, and it rested a couple guys. So now Jalen Moore, Jamal Cain with fresh legs, right, and chomping at the bit to get back on the basketball floor and compete.
Moore makes a pair. Oakland with a 24-12 lead. Lathan thought it was an over and back, and Jalen Moore going to the floor after the basketball. Bodies everywhere. Lampman has it. 4-3. That's too strong and off the shot clock. Boy, the roof would have blown off this place if that would have went down.
Yeah, you can live with that effort, right? Jose Price really learned a lot in this time when Micah Parrish was out in that zone to cause havoc. Again, on the floor, getting after it. We'll live with that shot by Lampman. He's a high-level shooter, 41% from three. Really starting to play at a high level.
And Coach Campy, this is something low-key throughout the years that he's done as well as anybody. Uses the media timeout as an extended timeout to get Jamal Cain some rest. When you come back from the media timeout, you get him back on the floor. You almost double the rest.
It's just like you, Neil. He's been around the block a few times. He knows what he's doing.
The Pontiac native out of Cornerstone Health and Tech. And look, if Jamal Cain, who has NBA aspirations, certainly has the look of an NBA player out there on the floor, if he dives on the floor, what are you doing?
Yeah, everyone has to buy in when that happens. And he's got a finality. This is his last chance to really make an impact. And he wants to make an impact that also affects winning, not just points on the scoreboard.
Lampman's long threes off the front rim. And there is Josh Thomas pulling it down. Goldston have it.
If you're Milwaukee, you want quick movement or penetrate and dribble, right, to get the ball to the sweet spots, get the ball to the paint. Nice move there by Goldston.
And Jose Price guilty of the foul. So Goldston will go to the free throw line. The Horizon League is comprised of 12 public and private institutions in the biggest and most vibrant cities in the country. Over 11.5 million television households in the Horizon League footprint, and viewers consume more than 35 million minutes of Horizon League action in 2020-21. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com. And that number will go up with the addition of Rex Walters. I would assume that'll probably add another 10 to 15 million more minutes of consumption, just Rex Walters being here alone.
I really got to start paying you some good money, clubbing me up like that, although it's false hope on my part.
Goldston made the first free throw. Here's Trey Townsend. He's bumped and fouled.
So I love what Trey's doing, especially at the elbows. Squares up, sees where his driving lane is, and he can attack bigger defenders like Bull.
As Moses Ball into the game, cousin of Ball, who ironically enough today was traded to the Detroit Pistons. So it's all kind of come full circle. There's Trey Townsend into the paint, muscles it up and in, and one. And Trey Townsend getting downhill. It's not a prescription for success if you're the defense.
Well, when you have a bigger player on, you want to change pace, change direction, but also Trey Townsend has the ability to play through contact. That's why you lift all those weights. That's why you spend the time with the strength and conditioning coach, and you add on top of that great touch to finish the play.
Golden Grizzlies on a 7-1 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Micah Parrish out at the top. Defensively, Lathan with the basketball. Jalen Moore out on Goldston. Gets a ball screen, Jamal Cain hassling him. Right corner, catch and fire three is filled up by Tafari Sims. An 18% three-point shooter, but he got that one to go.
Yeah, big shot for them. I had that as a win for Oakland because the ball never touched the paint, but a big shot.
Parrish three, of course. Micah Parrish answers.
When his feet are set, he's not the percentage shooter that he's shot so far. Shot quality is going to be a big thing, and when he shoots good shots, he's a really good shooter.
Jamal Cain hassling, making life hard for Milwaukee. Shot clock at 15. Lathan has it. Jamal Cain out on him. Thomas into the paint. Pull up 15-footers pure.
Nice quick decision by Milwaukee off the pick and roll to kick it and then drive the ball to the gap.
Jalen Moore, the bounce pass to Trey Townsend, who catches and dunks it with two hands. Campy's been running that play for a real long time, Rex.
Yeah, their cross-screen actions has been so efficient for them. Great screen by Cain, but a great pass off the bounce by Jalen Moore.
Moore out on Lathan, trying to find somewhere to go. Sims finally collects it and fills it up. He never had solid possession of that basketball until he shot it in. Here comes Cain to the rim and rises and dunks over everybody on the Milwaukee Panthers. And that ball is out of bounds and going back to the Golden Grizzlies. And right now, Rex Walters, the offensive foul is called. This Golden Grizzlies team playing with energy.
So they get a quality shot. Milwaukee scores, but you got to get back against a team like Oakland. Jalen Moore is going to push it, but he's going to pitch ahead for the big-time dunk. And then getting back, you've got one of the toughest defenders in all of the horizon in Trey Townsend that will put his body on the line for his team.
Golden Grizzlies with 34 points in just over 12 minutes.
2-3 zone here by Milwaukee, trying to change the momentum a little bit.
Jalen Moore drops it off, and Will Shepherd will lay it up and in. And Jalen Moore with a smile on his face as he runs back down the floor. He's in the zone right now.
Yeah, he made you guard the three, he made you guard the drive, pull-up, and then a nice drop-off for the easy layup.
People talk about being in the zone, shooting the basketball. He's in the zone distributing it.
He really is.
Goldston, big three. It's off the heel. Lampman with a board. Here comes Jalen Moore again. What's he going to do this time? Goes to Lampman. 4-3. That one's off the heel. Osei Price battled for the rebound. Lathan comes out of it and up ahead. Laying it up and in is Vin Baker Jr.
So very similarly, right? You get a quality shot. Price has a chance to get the rebound, but you got to make sure you have some defensive balance if you're Oakland. Good run out by Vin Baker Jr.
36-22, Golden Grizzlies with the lead. Lampman three. This one is perfect from the right wing.
Yeah, shooters shoot, right? He's got his feet set. The ball's on time and rhythm by Jalen Moore, and a big-time knockdown, even after missing a few.
Vin Baker Jr. with it. And Thomas forces up a shot. It was a tough make.
Yeah, Thomas is a guy that can score in a lot of different ways. He's got a big-time body, can play with contact, and he's got good touch as well.
Thomas with 8. Kane 3. Won't go down. And here comes Thomas again. He's just putting his head down and going. Hangs in the air again, scores it again.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, like old man basketball, doesn't jump super high, but physical, really good touch. Someone we have to be aware of if you're Oakland.
And 5 of 5 from the floor. And Thomas wants it again. He's taking this personal out here. He's going to fire that three, and it's rejected by Jamal Kane. Osei Price, the bounce pass to J-Mo, and he'll back it out.
It's hard to simulate the length of Jamal Kane. He's 6'7". He gets off the floor quick. He's really long, so all of a sudden you think you got a quality shot, it comes right back in your face.
And here's Kane facing up. Mid-range jumper, perfect over Vin Baker Jr. And as you said all season long, a 3-level score.
Yeah, just really patient in the post. Face up, see what he's got. Had single basketball, or even sports fans. You got some high-level people in terms of the kind of young men that Oakland has on their roster.
Lathan with the basketball. And that foul called on the floor. Let's send it over to Sydney Carriel with an update from the Golden Grizzlies after that timeout.
Thanks, guys. I was just standing there in the huddle during that timeout, and Campy was a little frustrated with the defense. He said, we're ball watching. We need to step down and intercept those passes. But then he did lighten up a little bit and said, hey, good shots on offense all around. And then they pointed out, Milwaukee is only shooting 61%. So they all said in that huddle, let's lock them down right now. Let's go into half with the big lead, guys.
Milwaukee is shooting 61%. Golden Grizzlies are at 67%. And they're winning all the hustle plays, too.
They are winning the hustle plays, but I think Campy has a great point. Like, you don't want to play the score. You want to play your best defensive effort, and that will lead to easy offense.
Lathan with the kickball. He was stripped on the way up. And I'll tell you what, Rex, yeah, you look at that number, you say 61% for Milwaukee. Golden Grizzlies, through that, they've been about as dominant as you can be defensively.
Yeah, so the number's a little misleading because they've turned Milwaukee over, right? So they're not even getting a shot attempt. Sometimes that's why points per possession is so much more important than just field goal percentage.
And there's Micah Parrish making the catch. There's 9 turnovers by Milwaukee in 14 minutes. Lampman catch, fire three. That one pops out. The rebound tipped around, and Lampman gets it back.
Yeah, Oakland's got 3 guys flying from different angles to get the offensive rebound.
Trey Townsend can't get that shot to go. And Deandre Goldston was pushed out of bounds, they will say.
And that's what Bull can do for them, right? He can give them some rim protection. It's tough because these guys are flying in from Oakland. But what Bull did right there was big time against Trey Townsend to go vertical, make them shoot the ball over the top, use your length, cause a miss.
Officiating crew here today, Chris Beaver, Courtney Green, Lewis Garrison. And there's another turnover by Milwaukee. Here comes Jalen Moore. It's a 2-on-1. J-Mo can't get the shot to go. And Parrish couldn't pull down the rebound. And Devin Hancock will throw it back up top. Goldston the runner. That won't go. Ball's put back. That won't go.
Yeah, big fella's got to take his time down there. He's got the offensive rebound. There's no reason to rush. He's the biggest guy on the floor when you talk about Bull.
Lampman on the wing. Trey Townsend at the Horizon League logo in the paint. Able to get the shot up, it won't go. But there you see Moses Ball pulling down that rebound at 7'1". Hancock left corner three, left it short. And Lampman reaches in and swipes the rebound. He swiped it. He didn't go up and grab it, he swiped it.
Well, you got a gang rebound, right? I mean, Trey Townsend had his hands full and Conway had his hands full on the blockouts. So Lamplin does a great job of just getting back in the paint and tracking it down.
Micah Parrish on the left wing. And J-Mo on the drive. Over top of ball. Rolls around. Won't fall. Conway able to get the offensive rebound, but it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Lathan to the rim.
Basketball. He's got a phenomenal nose for the basketball. And I think we all know, and he knows, that when the ball's in my hands, good things happen. Let me just go get it so we can start this break.
Jordan Lathan at the free throw line. Transfer from UTEP. He averaged 8 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists during his time at UTEP. But he misses a pair of free throws, and Jalen Moore even getting in the rebounding action. Moore picks up the dribble. 15 on the shot clock. Parrish goes to Shepard. And there's a turnover.
Yeah, Shepard needs to square up to the basket first as opposed to reverse pivoting. You got to see the basket, look high-low, and then look opposite against this zone by Milwaukee.
Chris Conway will jump up off the bench. I suspect he'll be coming in for Shepard after what you just discussed. Parrish left wing 4-3. That one's off the heel. Very solid rebound by Deandre Goldston. Goldston with 7 points, couple boards, couple of assists. St. Pierre, boy, that was a beautiful give and go, but Thomas couldn't finish it.
Yeah, bobbled it on the way up. That's one that they would love to have back.
And there's a crossover by Jalen Moore, and he was fouled. Boy, Jalen Moore is shaking and baking out there.
I mean, they don't have the shot clock up, but the shot clock might have said 28 seconds. He got the ball, got the outlet, and was already at the free throw line when the foul was called. And he did it so quickly, put so much pressure on Milwaukee's defense.
And throughout this breakneck pace that we've had, nobody scored in over 3 minutes in this basketball game.
It's been a little inefficient. I think at times Oakland has passed up some good looks. They're not necessarily shot ready. I think Milwaukee's trying to play fast because they want to beat the zone, but you still got to have ball security and make quality decisions on your penetration.
One more free throw coming up for Jalen. The one that was halfway down and it popped out. Golden Grizzlies have led by as many as 17. They're up 42-28.
And Milwaukee's having a tough time just getting into their sets quickly against this 1-3-1 zone. Nice pass.
Vin Baker goes right up with it.
Yeah, Daddy would be proud. Really good touch with that right hand. Quick off the floor as well.
Trey Townsend from the elbow. Goes to Conway. Corner three from Lampman, of course.
And it all starts with Trey Townsend. Catch the ball high post, looked high-low, saw it, and then a great decision by Conway to find Lampman in the corner for that in-rhythm corner three.
Vin Baker Jr. with the basketball. The kids today, man, they miss Vin Baker. He was a killer out there, man.
Oh, he was really good.
He was so good. And there's Blake Lampman taking it away. Lampman to the rim, lays it up and in, doing it on both ends of the floor. The Blake Lampman show.
Yeah, got his hands on the basketball and just made a good decision. You get in a one-on-one situation, transition, pick a shoulder and attack him. Great finish.
Scooping and scoring with the right hand. That was very crafty by Donovan Newby. And here comes Jalen Moore just flying down the floor.
And that's one of the things, even though the pass wasn't completed, he's as good as they get in terms of passing off the bounce. And a lot of old school coaches wouldn't like it, but he's so efficient doing it, and he's always on the numbers, on time and rhythm with these passes.
And as you see, Blake Lampman with the steal after the made three. Blake is putting in work right now. He's got 8 points with 3 boards. Entry pass looking for Jamal Cain.
Yeah, I think the coaches would say, hey, throw it up to the big fella. He only gets about 10 rebounds a game, and the ball's 10 feet up in the air. You can throw it up to him a little bit.
Right. Now inbound to Kane from the corner. Kane against St. Pierre.
Ooh, that was a quick 3 call.
It was.
I like the pivot game by Jamal Kane, but St. Pierre did a great job of just holding his ground, not leaving his feet, and just trying to keep his head in front of the basketball.
When you see Jamal Kane, too, just moves on to the next play.
Yeah.
No visible frustration.
Very, very Clark Kent-esque by him.
Right.
Mild-mannered.
Tough shot by Goldston. Jamal Kane had him locked up.
And that's what teams love about Jamal Kane. So 6'7", can slide his feet, go vertical, wall up.
You're getting to that point where you're approaching the midway point of the season. You start thinking about it a little more each day.
Yeah, no question. It's a great time as you're starting to build towards winning a championship. I think this Oakland team has championship aspirations. They want to play in the deep March. They want to have a chance to win a conference championship and play in the big dance. Zone lob play.
And St. Pierre knocks it away. Lampman catches it, throws it off the glass, and almost went in. But instead, we will go for the Panthers. 47-32. Golden Grizzlies have the lead. Milwaukee has the ball in the second half. Is underway. Lathan goes in the left corner. St. Pierre all alone in the paint, dunks it down.
And that's what you have to do if you're Milwaukee. Get the ball to the corners and make quick decisions. Great job by St. Pierre right there to duck in, seal, get an easy catch and layup. Dunk.
Lampman on the wing. Goes down low to Kane. Kane muscles his way through St. Pierre and goes with the reverse off the glass.
Yeah, so both coaches have showed their after timeout excellence right there. Got 2 quality shots on both possessions.
Lathan has it. Goldston, who struggled against Detroit, has 7 points here.
Yes, that's a good defensive possession by Oakland. If you're Milwaukee, you got to figure out a way to get the ball to the sweet spots, get the ball to the high post, low post, and even the corners, and then start your attack.
Jalen Moore with a double-double in the first half, and there's Jamal Kane, this time off the heel on the mid-range.
Oakland doing a good job that time of getting back and setting their defense.
Kick out 3, Lathan off the front rim. Micah Parrish with the board, and Jalen Moore zooms up the floor. Parrish steps into the 3. Of course, Micah Parrish rattles it through, and he's fouled that 3-point shot lately.
And you can see, you know, when you're sitting over on the side, you start to figure out where your shots are going to come from. He looks so much more comfortable tonight.
He's 3 of 5 from behind the 3-point line. There's St. Pierre, and he's fouled by Jalen Moore.
So it's a big point of emphasis. Right now, Coach can't be talking about Jalen Moore. When the ball gets swung side to side, you've got to load to the ball, get on that midline, because right now Milwaukee's doing a great job. Side to side, corners, and then look to attack. With St. Pierre really sealing. It's a big body in there, and that's really what Jalen Moore has to jump all the way to the ball, and really get in front of St. Pierre to limit those easy paint catch score opportunities.
St. Pierre rattles that free throw around. He's a 48% free throw shooter, but he did have a double-double against Yale earlier this year. Had 10 points, 10 boards. He had 8 points, 11 boards against Wright State. Second free throw pops out, so the percentages hold true. Parrish with it again. And here's Kane. Drop off Parrish. Parrish has his shot blocked, but he was fouled on the way up.
I like Jamal Kane right there. High post catch against their 5. Face up, look to attack, and then really played off this pivot game to find Micah Parrish for an easy drop off. Micah gets fouled, gets to shoot 2 free throws.
There's Micah Parrish at the line, 81% free throw shooter.
Something about those lefties. Those lefties.
Right.
I love the lefty stroke, but I'm biased.
Yeah. Yep. And there's been a long lineage of lefties here at Oakland. Of course, to their knowledge, the only all-5 left-handed lineup a couple years ago with Kay Felder and Jalen Hayes and Martez Walker, et cetera, et cetera. All lefties out there on the floor.
That'll cause some scouting report problems for the opposition.
Goldston on the left wing goes to St. Pierre. Just annihilates Trey Townsend. It's called for the charge. Went right through his chest as Trey pops back up.
And even though Trey's a younger player, he's got great experience and know-how. He saw that left shoulder coming a mile away, got his body in front, and he has the toughness to take it right on the chest and the chin.
Golden Grizzlies with their largest lead of the basketball game, up by 18. Coming up on 17 minutes left. Parrish has it poked away from behind. Pass goes up ahead to Thomas. He'll go to St. Pierre, has it rejected by Micah Parrish. He sent it back like an undercooked steak.
Well, that's your small forward right there blocking a shot against their center. The length of Oakland can really bother teams defensively.
Jalen Moore bumped by Donovan Newby. He didn't like it, but there was contact. That's the third on Newby.
Oakland's talking about some of those deep post paint catches by St. Pierre and trying to make some adjustments a little bit on the fly. And really not adjustments. It's more times than not doing what Coach Campy asked you to do.
Trey Townsend will kick it out. Lampman 4-3, of course. And Rex, I've said it before, when Blake Lampman catches it at his chest, you can just put 3 points on the board and go back and play defense.
Yeah, no, when his feet are set, he's as good as they get. 41%, that percentage could go up. But a great inside-out attack, getting the ball to the high post and then looking opposite.
Pass on the three-point shot, so important. A little bit underrated, isn't it?
Passers make the shooter, right?
Yeah.
On time, in rhythm, in the shooter's pocket. And now Oakland's defense is going to a whole nother level.
It's a 3-on-1. Kane, the bounce pass to Parrish, and a blocking foul called. And Parrish will go to the free throw line. The foul's on Goldston.
Great unselfishness by Jamal Cain. But I'll say this, he could have attacked the basket, and either he gets the layup, and then Micah Parrish would get the cleanup if he does miss it. But I love the unselfishness by Jamal Cain.
That may be what head coach Greg Campy just told Jamal Cain, or is telling him right now.
There's nothing wrong with unselfishness, but guess what? We're selfish about getting layups.
Parrish first free throw is good. And you look up in the stat sheet, and all of a sudden, boom, Parrish has 11 points with 4 rebounds. Jalen Moore's got a dozen. Lampman's got 11. And Jamal Cain's got 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting, but he's got 4 steals, a block, 3 rebounds, and assists. He's done everything but take tickets here today.
Well, I'll say this about Jamal Cain. The most important number to him is that 58 to 35.
Right.
He's doing a lot of things really well that impacts that score.
He has altered the game defensively. There's no question, and very nearly another steal, but instead a foul was called on Cain. 1HL, or search the hashtag 1HL on social media. The Milwaukee Panthers looking for some change in the scoreboard right now. Oakland with their largest lead of the night, and there's another knockaway and another steal, this time by Jalen Moore.
Yeah, just great hand activity by Jalen Moore. But he gets it right back at him from Milwaukee.
And Lathan up ahead will score it off the window. Created just enough space to get that around Trey Townsend.
And that's really the way that Milwaukee can get back in this game, is by turning Oakland over, getting downhill so they have to face that zone.
And there's a pass to Micah Parrish, who will score it off the window. And that play was run to perfection, Rex.
Yeah, great high post entry to Trey Townsend. He squares up, finds Micah Parrish, and I love the patience of Micah Parrish to get the shot he wants.
Lathan makes a catch. Jamal Cain out on him. Mid-range jumpers pure from Josh Thomas.
Yeah, they've made a concerted effort to get the ball to the corners, but also attack. Be ready to score it, drive it, shoot it when the ball goes there.
Thomas now with 14. He's 7 of 9 from the floor. And it's been mostly jump shots.
He's got a really good mid-range game.
Shot clock at 7, and Jalen Moore fouled by Jordan Lathan.
I love the little chess game. You could see that they're really trying to push Jalen Moore to his right hand, but also playing for his jump shot when he does go right.
Jamal Cain has tied his career high in steals with 4. Blake Lampman has tied his career high in steals with 2. As you get a look at Patrick Baldwin in his 4th season, was an assistant coach at Northwestern under Chris Collins. As a player at Northwestern, still the all-time leader in steals and assists.
I was actually his host on his official visit to Northwestern. Great guy, really good player. Obviously has a great son, good family, so a guy that you should definitely want to root for. And he's not mad at me. I transferred after I recruited him. He didn't hold it against me. I went to Kansas, so it worked out pretty good for him. And it worked out pretty good for him. He got a great education at Northwestern.
Right.
Was a really good player. Played professionally afterwards, and now is a head coach at the University of Milwaukee. Not a bad place to be.
Let's send it over to our sideline reporter, Sydney Carriel, with an update.
Guys, Rex, I'm glad to hear there was no hard feelings on that over there. But I was just standing in the huddle for that timeout, and, you know, the message clearly was just keep it up, don't let up. They don't want to let up, and Coach Campy said to his guys, if we knock down good shots in the next 5 minutes, they think this game is over. So they're trying to stay confident and just keep it going, and overall, don't let up, guys.
Appreciate it very much, Sydney, as Jalen Moore keeps it up. He's going to the free throw line. Golden Grizzlies in the bonus already. 7th team foul on Milwaukee with 14-14 to play.
And I love the play by Jalen Moore. So people say, well, you know, he gets a lot of calls. Well, you got to have a toughness and know-how to put your body on the line, to cause and create contact, and you got to be willing to do that as well.
He was 2nd in the nation in made free throws last year. And you got to remember, too, you know, 5'11", 170. You talked about it, and that's the word. You talk to Jalen Moore for 40 seconds, and you'll know toughness will be the first word that comes out, you know, that your brain will process, because he is a tough guy. You nailed that one, Rex.
Well, I think any good player, and he's a really good player, has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely.
Right?
Make no mistake.
Yeah, probably overlooked as a high school player, had to pay his dues, and now he's in a great situation, a coach that loves and believes in him, and it allows him to show all that he can do as a basketball player.
Had 25 points and 11 assists against Michigan State at Little Caesars Arena as Goldston gets to the cup and scores it. And really got on the radar, I think, of the common Detroit sports fan, that maybe that was a time that they checked out Oakland, Jamal Cain, and Jalen Moore. People walked out of Little Caesars Arena or watched that broadcast and said, these guys are legit.
Well, more people need to. I mean, these are two high-level players. This is a high-level team. You're talking about a team that's gone on the road and beat your Big 12 foes. This team does not back down from anybody. Has a chance to be an NCAA tournament team.
Goldston with the basketball. It's out of bounds off of Oakland after the Lampman missed 3. So 62-41, Golden Grizzlies with the lead, inside 13.5 left. Golden Grizzlies women's team will be in action on Thursday night. Wright State will be in town. Get your tickets at goldengrizzlies.com. It's 90s night, so you can wear your Rex Walters jersey if you want, right?
Well, they need to come out to support those girls. Those girls had 6 healthy players the last game, down 16, and come back and win. And their coach has gone through a whole lot. Coach Tungate has gone through his health issues as well. That's a team as well. You want to get behind them. It's all that's good in college athletics is here at the University of Oakland.
Milwaukee will inbound the basketball. And now the Oakland bench turning up the heat. Want their team to get after it defensively. Shot clock at 10. Goldston long 3. That pops out. The rebound's out of bounds, and it'll go to the Golden Grizzlies.
You got to love Trey Townsend. I mean, he's giving up size and weight to guys like St. Pierre, and he's just going to battle his tail off. Like, he's one of my favorite players to watch in college basketball just because of that. Like, his disregard for his body and his team-first mentality. And he's not the only guy like that on this Oakland team.
.15 seconds left on the shot clock. Jalen Moore. Shot clock down to 5. J-Mo, no look pass. Micah Parrish fouled on the attempt with the dunk.
Great touch and go move by Jalen. Gets to his left hand, and again, that quick pass off the bounce. It's a one-handed pass. The old coaches of the 50s and 60s would be like turning in their graves, but they'll say this: the kid delivers the package. And it's a great job by Micah Parrish to attack the rim.
Free throw for Micah Parrish is good. And he's got 15 points. And Micah Parrish is the high man in the basketball game. Just the way we broke it down. You didn't notice it. You just happened to look at that stat sheet, and there he is.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little silent assassin.
Right.
That's what he's been tonight, both on the offensive and defensive end.
Golden Grizzlies up by 23 with 12.5 left. Goldston at the top with the basketball. No Patrick Baldwin Jr. tonight. Also didn't play in Detroit their last game on Friday. And boy, how was that not 3 seconds on Thomas? Goldston instead pulls up, misses the shot. Goldston gets it back and scores it.
And this Milwaukee, I mean, they take the personality of their coach. Pat Baldwin's a tough guy. These guys are missing an NBA prospect, right? Potential first-round draft pick, lottery pick, and they're battling. Yes, they might be a little bit overmatched tonight on the road. You like. You're going to have to really search hard for that jersey.
Former NBA great Rex Walters here with us. NCAA Division I head coach, NBA assistant coach. Deandre Goldston with the basketball, spinning in the paint, and he scores it. That was a big take by Goldston. He's coming to life a little bit.
Yeah, he made about 3 different moves right there to get to that finish, and he saw about 4 different defenders.
He's got 13 points with 5 boards, 3 assists, and he really struggled in Detroit. He's too good of a player. You knew at some point he was going to get it going, and there nearly is a steal. Lampman tries to save it, and it's tipped out to Goldston. St. Pierre in the paint against Townsend. That shot will not go, and Trey comes down with the board. He holds his ground.
Yeah, good position defense there by Trey Townsend. Make him shoot a shot over the top.
Jamal Cain, pull-up jumper, pure, and boy, Rex, he's going to bust that one out on you, going to the left with the fadeaway. What are you going to do?
Well, when you have the ability to just jump over people and create space, it makes it drill. But he's got to see bodies on every catch. You can't guard him with just one player.
Goldston tripped on the way into the paint, so that foul will go against the Golden Grizzlies. But you're absolutely seeing it. Jamal Cain now in double figures with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 steals, a block, and an assist. And you've gotten it all here from Jamal Cain this afternoon, just in terms of the offensive arsenal. The post, the fadeaway, the take, the pull-up. He's done it all.
Well, that's what teams are so intrigued by, is the fact that he can beat you so many different ways, both as an offensive and defensive player.
Josh Thomas gets it into the paint and scores it. Trey Townsend kicks it out. Cain for 3. Of course, it's perfect from the left wing.
Great play by Trey Townsend. They got the ball right to the short corner. He didn't have anything, but he didn't panic. And it was a wide open Jamal Cain for an easy catch and shoot 3.
Thomas around the ball screen. There's Goldston from the Golden Grizzlies logo. Missed that one badly, but the offensive rebound is collected. And put
The pedal on the gas, guys.
Thank you, Sydney. Appreciate that. Golden Grizzlies with the basketball. Blake Lampman out there with Trey Townsend, Micah Parrish, Jamal Cain, and Jalen Moore. Hancock out there with Goldston, Thomas in the game. As Micah Parrish scores it off the window and one. Got around Tafari Sims and did the job.
Yeah, they've done a great job of attacking the zone, entering the ball to the high post from the wing. Trey knows exactly what to do. Catch, square up, see what you got. But it's really become a really good tandem between him and Micah Parrish on that high-low against the zone.
So Parrish at the free throw line looking to finish off the 3-point play, and he does. And Micah Parrish now with 19 and 4 rebounds. He's 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Thomas hangs in the air. The shot won't go, but he will go to the stripe.
Thomas with that body, he's got a little bit of a gear to him where he can get downhill and put pressure on the rim, but also because of his size and his strength, he's willing to, again, create contact. Trey Townsend got a little bit sideways in his wall up, causes 2 free throws for Thomas.
Thomas misses the first one, 72% free throw shooter. He had 23 points and was 10 of 12 from the floor against Eastern Kentucky. Out of Simeon High School in Chicago. And he's got that Simeon, you can tell there's an identity.
A school like Simeon that's always turning out good players, that means you're playing good players all the time, and it really helps you develop as a player.
Well, Lampman in the right corner. That's too strong and out ahead of the pack. Making the catch and laying it in is Hancock.
And Lampman's a really good shooter, and you want him shooting that shot. But when you shoot a corner 3, you got to make sure your weak side and your guards are getting back.
Trey Townsend catches a bullet from Jalen Moore and scores it off the window. The 13th assist of the night for Jalen Moore.
So that's a right-hand pass across his body, across the court, on time, in rhythm, on the money, for an easy reverse layup.
Micah Parrish deflects that ball and comes away with it. Length.
Yeah, and the defense is so important. Defense will travel as they start this road trip, so you want to make sure your defense is playing on all engines. You can't play the score right now if you're Oakland.
Here's Kane with it, catches, fires. Misses that one off the heel. Townsend with an offensive rebound. And JMO will back it out. Shot clock at 10 as it reset to 20 after the offensive rebound.
Lob play.
Alley-oop! Jamal Kane throws it down. Soars through the air with.
I guess they called it technical, yeah. On, I want to say Goldston. So things can start to get chippy. I mean, Milwaukee, they're not soft. They're a tough-minded team. 3-3, 2 wins on the road. They're going to compete at a high level, but at the same time, both teams got to keep their head. You don't want anything to get a little crazy. Play basketball, get better. Go from there.
Jalen Moore splits the free throws.
I'm confused, too. I thought that Goldston had gotten fouled. I don't know how they lost possession of the ball, even though it was a technical. But I haven't read the rule book in a while, Neil. So.
It's ever-changing.
Yeah.
I was told things are very fluid these days.
There you go.
Just got to roll with it, Rex.
I got you.
Jamal Kane goes to Trey. Kicks it out, Lampman, 4-3. Left that one short. Parrish offensive rebound. Oh, and Jalen Moore sent a rocket to Trey Townsend. A little too much mustard on the hot dog that time.
It was a really good pass, believe it or not. I mean, Trey's got to get his hands up. If you're open, JMO will find you. Be ready.
Newby with the basketball. On top of the Bearhead, and there's a turnover from Milwaukee, and that just looked like a breakdown in communication.
Yeah, breakdown in communication, a zig when you wanted to zag, but also when you've got guys like Micah Parrish, Jamal Kane pressuring the ball, those passes get a little quicker, and the targets get a little bit wider.
Trey will go to Jalen Moore.
Oof.
Back to Trey. Trey fouled on the way up by St. Pierre.
So the one thing about the zone, like the thing that I love about Oakland zone, is there's still a lot of pressure. Milwaukee's got to make sure you understand, if you don't pressure the basketball, a guy like Jalen Moore can pick you apart. It's like Peyton Manning, right, with time in the pocket.
Right.
You give him time. It's a question of when the pass is going to be delivered, and it's going to be delivered on time and get yardage. Right now for Oakland, it's going to mean buckets, layups, and fouls on your defense.
Well, say Price comes into the game. Jamal Cain comes out. Moses Ball comes back in. As we talked about, the cousin of Ball, who was traded to the Detroit Pistons today. Jamal Cain gets a well-deserved refreshment. Ball, the transfer from Central Florida.
There's that corner trap.
And Goldston's right in the teeth of it, looking for somewhere to go. Milwaukee works the ball around the zone nicely, but that time Thomas can't get it to go. And Trey with another rebound. Micah Parrish makes the catch. The shot rattles around and off. And here comes Deandre Goldston with the basketball. Catch and fire three from the corner. Newby missed everything. And Lathan has a rebound, and the crowd here at the arena, good crowd here on a Sunday, letting them know.
A little quick there on the trigger from the corner. You see hard closeouts against the zone. You got to look to attack it and get to the weak side, get to the paint, and then make plays to the weak side if you can't get to the rim.
Long three more off the left side of the rim. And Ball locked up with Trey Townsend.
And again, that's the toughest thing in a zone. That was a deep shot that came out of a little bit of surprise for Milwaukee. And then you've got guys like Trey Townsend, Micah Parrish, or say Price running in from different angles. It's really hard to find them to get to your blockouts.
Trey will go to the line. He knocks that one down. Trey's got that free throw percentage up to 73 coming into play this weekend. Just amazing to continue to see his development. So the second free throw pops out. That one's on me, Trey. My apologies. I will fully wear that. I was debating not talking about it, Rex, but I figured it was a valid topic for the moment.
It was a kiss of death,
It
Neil.
was. That's on me, and I accept that.
So they're going to put a little asterisk next to that.
I think so.
Okay,
I think if you appeal to the NCAA.
How about just an NR right
Yeah.
next to it?
I think if you appeal to the NCAA, there should be two different percentages for Trey's free throw. The actual and the one because of me. And down at the newbie at the line shooting two. But it does. It works like that. Watch. Donovan Newby is a 92% free throw shooter. This guy almost never misses free throws. That's Mark Price-esque.
This is a home call right here.
No, I'm just showing everybody that it's real. Newby's second free throw.
Oh,
that
hey.
was perfect.
It was.
It did look like Mark Price right there. That ball.
That was smooth.
Well,
And no one was smoother than Mark Price. Oh, my goodness.
Newby's such a good free throw shooter. I couldn't even stop that one. Trey Townsend with the basketball. He was hammered by Ball in the head.
Nice little middle pick and roll there. Micah Parrish sets it, gets Trey Townsend downhill. Bull did a good job of cutting him off, but then again, change pace, change directions.
Went with the clothesline there.
Yeah. And Bull has to learn, and he will, like you just got to be vertical, use your length. You want to get your hands up, not out.
Trey misses that one. And that little middle pick and roll that you taught, we don't see that a lot. Is that a new wrinkle? Or?
Yeah, nice little, I mean, Campy's, he's like that devious little, crazy professor.
38 years in, there are no little wrinkles, right?
Trying to just always add to the package. And that's that's what a great coach does offensively. He puts his players in position to be successful, taking advantage of their strengths.
Golden Grizzlies over 80 points. Buddy's Pizza time now for the crowd. And that rebound snatched by Ty Wyman.
Gotta love it. Stick your nose in there, get yourself a team of extra possession.
J-Mo at the top. Jalen Moore shaking and baking. Has it poked away. Gets it back. 3 on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper short. Price able to pick it up but couldn't get the shot away in time.
Well, you get to set your defense, which is always a positive thing. It's not a great offensive possession, but at least you get to set your defense off of this one, as long as you get back.
Coming up on 4 minutes left here in the arena. It's all Golden Grizzlies, 81-54. Neil Rule, Rex Walters with you here today. That rebound tipped back out. Sidney Carriel, our sideline reporter. Osei Price to the rim. That's out of bounds off of Milwaukee.
Well, those are things you'll see with Price as he gets more experience. He'll understand those attacking situations. He looked a little bit tentative, and with more reps, more time, right, he's going to understand, hey, keep it simple, pick a defender's shoulder and attack him.
Devin Hancock comes back into the game. Inside 4 to play. Trey Townsend on the run off the glass. It's just a bit too strong.
That's what the length of ball will do. It makes you shoot the ball just a little bit quicker. You have to be cognizant of it. Wow. That's the only response I can give you is wow.
I'm just telling you what the people are saying. Like it's official. It's in the streets. There's a Rex Walters Buddy's Pizza bounty out there right now. Rex did clarify, though. It is just 1.
Thank you.
So if there's 2, Brody Parker for 3 off the heel. Chris Conway with an offensive rebound. Maybe they'll have to get together and share it or something. I don't know.
You can do that. I'm fine with that. I'll even throw in an extra Pepsi.
Emmanuel Newsom with the basketball. Ty Wyman will launch the 3. He leaves that one short. Moses Ball with the rebound.
So these guys, these are still important minutes, and you're always trying to add good tape, right? Because the assistant coaches are going to be watching this. So shot quality is really important, right? I know you want to score, but you want it to come naturally. And then defensively, you're going to sit down, guard, protect the rim, protect the paint, close, contain, contest. That's what Coach Campe, I would think, would want to see from his guys right now. And then if you're Milwaukee, I think you're trying to get some momentum for all the players on the floor, because conference play is not going to stop for you. You're going to have another game. We have to get used to maybe possibly playing without an NBA potential lottery pick in Patrick Baldwin Jr.
Kyle Ross into the game for the first time here today for the Milwaukee Panthers. Panthers will fall to 3-4 in Horizon League play. Golden Grizzlies, in the meantime, will improve to 5-0. And all eyes will turn to Cleveland State on Thursday. Wyman, left corner 3. Leaves that one short. Cleveland State got an overtime victory over Youngstown State today. So those are the kind of matchups, Rex, you talk about. We'll see who's who and what's what on Thursday night on the road in Cleveland State.
Yeah, that's where you win league, right? You win league by finding ways to get a W on the road. They've done their job at home. They've had some quality wins on the road. Cleveland State, of course, it's going to be a big one.
Nick Pappas comes in on the substitution timeout. That 3 was good from Newby. 81-61, Oakland with the lead, 2:20 left. Lyman to Emmanuel Newsom. Shaking and baking between the legs dribble, stepping back, mid-range jumper, too strong. Moses Ball with the board. Long 3 from the left wing. That won't go. Ball with an offensive rebound, fouled by Parker. And that's really, if you're Brody Parker, It's a good foul because you're going to give up a dunk if you don't do it.
No question. I mean, Brody's a tough kid. He's going to stick his nose in there. I'll say this, long shots equal long rebounds. So, again, Oakland, 5 guys got to get on the glass. They're giving him some size, especially against a guy like Bull.
First free throw from Ball won't go down. Came into this game 3 of 6 from the stripe.
And a good play by Brody. You can't get the rebound. You want to make sure you can make him earn it at the free throw line.
Inside 2 minutes to play. Manuel Newsom with it. Conway with it in the post against Ball. Kick it out, catch and fire 3, Brody Parker. Not able to get it to go. Wyman called for the offensive foul.
It's a nice play, though, by Conway. Good patience in the post. He's got a really good post game down there. Didn't have the advantage. Good kick out. It's a good look by Brody. Brody will knock those down. He's a good shooter.
It's a double bonus situation. So Devin Hancock will go to the free throw line. Hancock a 42% three-point shooter on the season. First free throw is good. Not able to get the second one to drop. Here comes Emmanuel Newsom. Conway, he can make that shot. But he drives and kicks. Conway sets a ball screen. Turns into paint, and the jump hook is good. That was a pretty looking play by Chris Conway.
Yeah, nice pocket pass on the side pick and roll by Newsom. And then Conway again. Good touch, got to his pivot game, nice finish.
That ball knocked out of bounds off the Golden Grizzlies. 50.4 seconds left. And the Cakes are on the griddle here in the arena, 83-63. Oakland will move to 5-0 in Horizon League play with a showdown against Cleveland State next Thursday. And that shot rejected by Wyman. Parker thought about the three. He's looking for Conway. Conway way away from the basket. Finds Parker, top of the key three. Of course, Brody Parker hits a three.
Good for him because here's the thing. He had 2 questionable shots he could have taken, but they played through the wash. They played the right way. Then the ball finds the net.
Ball with the offensive rebound. He's fouled on the way up with 5.4 seconds left.
Conway's going to be a good player. Like, I like his touch. He plays within himself. When I say that, I'm saying he makes the right play over and over again. Now, does he got to get more comfortable? Does he got to get used to the speed of the game? Well, all freshmen do, and especially bigs. Bigs develop late. It takes time, but if he's got a good work ethic, he's a very intelligent young man. He looks like he's highly coachable. That's going to give him a chance to have a really good career at Oakland.
Brody Parker will dribble out the clock. The buzzer sounds.